Hello, hello.
Goodbye, Otto. Hello, Otto.
Whoopsies. All right, we're back. Thanks for being here. We're with Simon as Willem Fair, CJ as Otto, Peter as Tomas, myself, Brent as your DM, your GM, all of your bad guys, all of your good guys, and additionally Quinn T, who is usually Diana, who's not here tonight. So we left off right before the break. We have Glurkle tied up, still in his tech kind of like boosters that he has with his D-pad. And the boosters have like wiggled their way out of the kind of like bonds a little bit and are firing off, but they can't fire off properly. So he's corkscrewing through the air. Holding on to Glurkle is Glurkle, weirdly. But really it's Otto who's transformed into Glurkle, but Otto has adapted, but in the middle of this adaptation, his mind has taken a sabbatical a little bit and is observed. He's the transparent eyeball that I think it was Emerson or was it Thoreau? I don't remember. Reed Walden. He's a transparent eyeball observing the world from within this transformed body. So basically, two Glurkles corkscrewing through space forward. Mergulger going, no! Will just like, fuck, as this is happening. Tomas riding a dinosaur on the other side as the dinosaur bounds towards this corkscrew flying through the air. And three soldiers are looking, one of which who kind of made the dinosaur obey his command to go, basically investigate or go fetch, I think is what he said in his head. And the fourth soldier instantly vaporized behind him by a recovering Seraph Station member who is on their knees, hands still glowing as they're kind of out of energy and falling down. Quinn trying to help them stand to their feet. So, let's roll initiative. Highest for the players. Yes.
Question.
Right.
Otto has turned into Gurkle. I'm assuming it's Gurkle without the suit.
It's without the suit. Yeah, he's a naked Glurkle.
Okay, how big is Gurkle without the suit?
Well, that picture is not to scale. He's basically the size of somebody's head.
Okay, and Gurkle right now in the suit is not fully in the suit either.
No, he's got like a little, like this picture that's here of a Glurkle, of a Glurkle race Glurkle. Except like this one has like these like little metal.
Because we had taken him out of the suit. That's why we were able to bind him as like a yarn ball.
Exactly. So in
so
his
he should have no thrusters.
In his big suit, he looked like this, like a Spartan, right?
Right.
When it was just him, he has like a strap basically. So it's not a suit. There's not huge thrusters, but it was basically attached to him.
Okay.
And he had his like little like see those
tendrils?
squid arms? They're poking out the bottom. So he like you guys couldn't get this off of him, so you wrapped him up.
Okay.
And even now, like they're firing, but they're nowhere near as effective as they would be. The only reason this is working at all is because it was a surprise, and it's like he can't control the direction of the flight, anyways.
Am I re-rolling initiative?
Yes, re-roll the initiative.
Oh wait, no.
13.
That didn't read well. Yeah, 14.
Nice.
Do I roll?
You do roll.
For internal Otto.
16.
Oh no.
That's why Cypher DMs are not supposed to roll. On a nat 1, the players will act first. And I think time slows for a second as the corkscrew, the two-headed corkscrew, is making its way through space. Otto, as you observe from inside this mind, on a nat 1, I will give you control of when you would like to resurface.
Oh, damn.
So I'll put that power just in your hand. I think it's like you're starting to figure it out, and you're kind of like you have your hand on the button, and then you go, wait, let me do this at precisely the right time. So I'll leave that up to you.
Hell yeah.
All right. Another question: how close are the lizard and the corkscrewing gurgles?
They're going to be, if you guys jump into the footprint, they'll be within basically immediate distance.
Okay. I want to try something. I want to far step to the point where I can grab the gurgles, rip Otto off, and use the rest of my momentum to toss the corkscrewing gurgle, or like just put it into the lizard's mouth. That as it's like charging forward, like mouth flapping kind of thing. Just launch him down its gullet.
I would probably just have you do like a speed roll to deftly grab and throw, or even like maybe grab and kick, almost like a soccer ball or something. So yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I would very much like to concentrate the hell out of this.
To
If possible.
concentrate?
Like I want to try and focus, because it's focus and concentration. Like I want to try and like focus all my like, I don't know, progenitor power or just like ability into this like control of grabbing the right Gurkle and just getting this Gurkle away in the
Okay.
direction I want.
I'm going to set a precedent, and you tell me if you like this. I will let you use focus starting now, or concentration, in more high octane scenarios. But to use it, you will narrow your focus onto the thing you're doing, which means that other stuff would have an asset against you, basically.
For how long? For that round, or for like
that
the whole
round.
combat?
Like right this round, you're focused on kicking the Glurkle, grabbing the other Glurkle, and the dinosaur.
It's just kind of like a reckless attack, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. So you just narrow your thing, so you're good at just this for this
And
round.
not paying attention to
If it has
everything
anything
else?
to do with the stuff you're focusing on, then you're good.
Cool. That already fits into the rest of the character, because the inability is like figuring out puzzles or problems, memorizing like a lot of things, like paying attention to a lot at once. So like that fits the character anyways.
Okay, perfect. So we'll do that.
All right, so that then
We'll do within reason, like 2 or 3 things at once.
yeah, no, of course, like
Can't concentrate on 10 people.
and then I'll use a effort as well.
Okay.
And let's hope and pray.
Hope and pray.
Woo, 18.
18.
That sounds good.
There's a minor effect on that, isn't there?
I don't know. Is it not 19? That's a minor effect.
Give me a second. Damage bonus, you would deal an additional 2 points of damage. That means you could hinder or distract or hit a specific body part. Perfect.
Then
So-
the specific body part of the mouth, I suppose.
Of the mouth. Incredible. Yeah, I'll say with the 18's minor effect, you're able to get that kick straight on, hit for this thing. Now, the little hiccup in this plan is going to be you holding on to Auto Glurkle.
I mean, I don't necessarily need to like kind of have a whole. I just want to kind of get him off of like, so like after he's off, I don't necessarily need to like. He's less concerned about like holding on to him, because he doesn't really have a way. He doesn't have a way forward kind of thing. He doesn't have
Yeah.
boosters.
Well, basically, because the way this is working out in my head is you're doing a falcon kick. And the falcon kick is just this fiery drop kick that's going to hit Oracle fucking right at the dinosaur's head. So you don't want to hit both of them towards the dinosaurs.
I would hit both of them?
No, you don't want to hit both of them, right?
No, that's it.
So because you don't want to hit both of them, I'm going to require another speed roll. This is going to be demanding. So target number 9.
Okay. Okay. 11.
11.
Yeah.
So you're able to, basically just like grab one of Otto Gurkel's tentacles right as you appear with your far step, kicking the other one. It would be a falcon punch if you want. Do you want to?
Kick's fine. I'm not able to kick.
Falcon kick, like a soccer ball, the bundled up one with the jets just. And the dinosaur is immediately going to, because it basically had a standing order to go clamp down on whatever was coming towards it. And before anyone on their side can react to what's going on with this Nat 1 and say, stop, it just you just see blue blood fountain out as it chomps down like on this thing like it's a little soccer ball. Glurkle is no more. And as you kind of like are like ripped off this Otto Glurkle, the Otto Glurkle just goes like, what the hell? And it watches himself die.
Oh my god.
Does
Uh-oh.
do the boosters damage the lizard at all?
Do the boost? Yeah, absolutely. The lizard's gonna take 4 damage as the boosters like burn its tongue and you soccer ball this into its mouth. It's just like rears up for a second. The falling Gurkle just like Vithonar Olkri! Vithonar Olkri! And the soldiers kind of like take down their weapons, start firing like wildly over in this direction. Still not noticing that one of their number is missing. So, Tomas, you're able to go. Otto, you're choosing to hang back a little bit. And Quinn helps this other person out.
Can I talk to him in my head?
If you do, you can talk to him. But I think that you know that this might terrify him.
Good. Just say one more thing, and I will erase you. You are but a fragment of yourself, but you are still alive in this moment that I am in full control of. So cease your speaking now, lest you perish twice.
You feel
Oh my god.
bodily fluids just leave your body.
Oh god.
The body that you were observing as a little ink patch on the ground as he inks himself. And he's just you feel the like trembling of the mind. And you're inside, so you know everything that he's thinking right now, everything that's passing through his head. You know that this is his squad, that he called out to them to fire at will. He's wondering if he's dead, if he's going to survive. And right as he starts to think about what this mission was for, you feel an icy sheet just come in front of your awareness of that thought. It's magic. There's something hiding that thought. Not, I would say, not from himself. But it's a shielded, like just thinking of this, like gives it protection. So I think because you have such an insane perspective on this, it's like you can almost like see that magic slide in here, how specific it is.
I want to have like a very purposeful conversation with someone who is like dead, like you said, like it's all the pieces of him, but is it really him? And now the other one that was probably really him is now gone. Like I want to have like a genuine conversation with him, but from the position of like I press this button and whatever you are now, it doesn't matter because you're gonna be gone. So like kind
Well,
of fucked up. Like I want to have a genuine conversation, but also like I have a gun to
In a
your
position of power.
yeah. But we don't have to
you're
do it now.
there.
But like that's my intention of the.
Okay, you're there now. He's shitting himself, literally. Tomas, you're riding a dinosaur that has just eaten a soccer ball, and there's like bullets start, I think, firing from behind you.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and like take advantage of the situation. Like I clearly see something happen inside the mouth of the Drake, and I want to try and like I don't know, like so when you're riding a horse, you can kind of like force it in a certain direction. I want to like grab some of its spines and like like try and twist its head.
It has chains all over it, right?
Yeah, I'll say you can grab the chains
Well,
and kind of
Are they like
move it.
physical though? They're like magical glowy chains, right?
There's runes on them, but they are
Okay,
physical.
they real chains. Okay, yeah. So I'll use the chains. Maybe even if he has like a collar or something, like just get a good fistful of it and try and
Well,
yank him.
we're going according to this picture. I'd say you're sitting on the chains that are like around its neck, kind of
Okay.
deal. Because there's like it's flattened to the spines and made it rideable, basically.
Okay. So maybe I like
grab-
clamp down with my thighs and like use my thigh strength to try and like squeeze it in a certain direction. But what I'm trying to do is like attempt to turn it into the oncoming fire and use it as
So
a wall.
there's chains like around like it's the top of its head kind of deal. So I think like you can like reach forward, like lean, and then grab, like try to turn it around, right?
Yeah.
And expose like its neck and underbelly towards the fire. So go ahead, roll me a might roll.
Okay. Here we go. Again, I'll use an asset of animal riding. And I will
Nice,
use an
yes.
effort.
Okay.
16.
With
Let's go.
style, and I think it's going to have a detriment when it's trying to basically like avoid the fire. As you turn its head and turn its underbelly and expose its neck to the incoming fire. So the soldiers are firing. Now this thing has to make a defense roll. Where's my dice? Okay, don't roll another nat one. Fuck. Okay. The creature in front of you gets riddled, or the creature you're riding, this dinosaur, just starts getting riddled with gunshots. Bah, 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 bah. You feel its body heave. And because you're touching it, it's like you can get a sense of the mind of this creature. It's like hazy and dazed through the rooms. It's like pain is suppressed, but you can feel that it's like great big shuddering breath. It is almost dead. And I think that, and like on this turn, it basically just collapses to the ground. But it's not necessarily trying to pin you or anything like that. So I think that you're able to like kind of like just hide behind this big body.
Yeah, I'll kind of like roll off of it.
Okay. Dems, the enemies were firing at this thing. You roll off of it behind it. I think, yeah, and it's like final dying moments is like some of the shots like busted some of the chains. I think you see it like grab the chains and it's like trying to take them off. But it's like hurting itself doing this like kind of like making like bloody lines in its neck, and it just collapses dead. Quinn and the figure behind her, though, you can see are talking, and all of a sudden that halo that was behind this figure disappears, and as they like slump forward, you see cracks start to form in their face, in their skin, but they're able to lift up their head and start walking forward. And basically, like all of these soldiers are like at the lip, firing down into like the barons at you guys. and he just grabs the backmost one, and that soldier like whips their gaze around to this statue, as the other hand comes in and just crumples the visor. You just see like green guck spray out, and this time the other two soldiers just whip around and go, "Oh fuck!" Um, we're gonna whip back to Falcon Kick. Wilm, you land in the middle of this field. Otto, you're in Glurkle, and I think you have a moment to like. You said you want to talk to him. What are you guys doing? What's happening here? Tomas, you're hiding behind the now dead body of the dinosaur. Drillhound is still over by Quinn.
Well, I mean, I figure I'll let Otto finish his moment.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how fast. I guess as fast as the speed of thought we can have our conversation, but I'm just trying to impart slash intimidate him with the fact that he is one of the few people to have the pleasure of the chance to impart everything that you are into someone else, so that even when you're gone, all of your memories and your ideas and the things that matter to you, they live on in someone else. Your story, it ends, but at least it's recorded somewhere to be used. And so I'm basically asking him to like open himself up to me, because no matter what happens, like he's gone now. He is just gone. Whatever he is now is not him, but he still has the opportunity to live forever within me. Uh, or I could just press the button and it's all
Damn.
gone.
Roll a d20. Anything above a 5 will do it.
Oh shit.
And you're basically his god in this moment. And this is to see if he spits in the face of God.
Oh shit. I don't have anything because he's not. I was expecting him to resist. But if he doesn't, I don't think I have anything.
No persuasion abilities.
Deception. I'm not decepting. I'm not being deceptive. I am trained in any task related to creating a narrative.
Ooh, I'll give it to you. So anything above a 3.
Alright. 2, no? Is it not down by 3?
You are correct. Everything above a 2, which is 3 or higher.
Fuck. 4.
You needed it.
Woo!
He's ready.
That's
He's
close.
ready to face God. I think he can
Jesus.
feel that unbending core of himself finally break as you just keep putting pressure on it.
Jeez.
And you feel, that magical kind of like strand still in here, but now basically like untethered almost or loose, as he's just, yes, my lord. And you feel all resistance just drain out of Glurkle. What was Glurkle? What is now just your puppet?
I think I just like mentally hold him and caress him, but then like absorb him into me. Kind of like I'm being comforting, but
Are you
I take
pressing the
it.
button and taking over? Because mechanically, you will know less than he does. It'll go back to normal. As long as he is under your control, it's still him. So he has access to anything that he would know or be able to do.
Ooh. Okay. Do I like? But I feel like I can like tell him to do stuff in real life, and like he'll like maybe generally be okay with it. Obviously not like
He
go
just
run
said,
off.
"Yes, my lord," and you felt his
Oh
total and
yeah, true.
unconditional surrender within his own mind. So,
Yeah.
like I'll tell you,
Okay.
out of character, you broke this thing.
Mind fucked.
So I'll basically I'll keep him in control, but I want to like I'm doing like rolls as if like when I was the other character and I had to roll to like remember things that would be helpful. I'm just doing that so that when I do change back, I can keep as much as possible
Like just cherry picking in,
of like
in his
like
thoughts.
just who he is, maybe like childhood stuff, just little snippets of
You're
everything that
asking him
makes up.
this, or
Well, since like he let himself go, I'll try and like access the memory of what was your childhood like and all these little things.
okay,
Because like Otto really is just interested in people's stories, and so like this guy is just gonna give him his whole story. So he's gonna take the time to take as much of it in as possible.
interesting. So
The story
okay,
of
so I'll say your
Gold,
turn
Gold.
was breaking him and doing
Yeah,
this movement.
that's right.
So everyone else just sees Gargle not moving, blinking very slowly, and then you're going to be taking some time now to absorb further memory from Gargle.
Mhm.
As you do, I think right away you start to hit other pieces of those threads. And there's a bunch of stuff that is hidden in his thoughts. Things that have to do with his personal story are unaffected completely. So it's like, you know, how he's like birth, they grew up with his pod, they lived on a faraway world. And then he got, you know, you see him like start at an academy. Basically is like invited to come to AID aid, and you see that he starts to make his way into the tower, and there's like this super advanced civilizations, like something like way beyond you've ever seen, and you start to like gain all this like knowledge, but like there's a lot here, and you realize like Garkle's like 80 years old. It'll take quite some time to go through all of his story, and as you I think race, you skim, you know, you skim through a
Yeah,
book,
skim through the
you flip
chapters
the
and stuff.
pages, and you notice there's like all these pages torn out, and these pages all like they're more and more torn out as you get towards the present day, and then basically anything over like the last month is inaccessible, because it's only bits and pieces where he's like eating a candy bar or like just
Mhm.
maintaining his suit. Like anytime it's like, okay, he gets in the suit and then he's like turning his attention to I have to do something for, and then that magic, that precise magic comes in and filters it and blocks it
Ooh,
out.
fuck.
And I think we'll get back to this later, but you can make me
Mhm.
an intellect roll now. You can make me an intellect roll while he is still alive, to try and discern more about this. So I won't say you have to do it now because but you can only, I'm going to let you do this one time. So if you want to like rest and like get more energy or like wait till combat's over or whatever it is, to be able to use effort and other things, then, but you feel like you could maybe, as you're absorbing him fully and you basically
Mhm.
kill him, you'll have a chance to discern more about this.
Okay. On my next turn, maybe.
The second rest is only 10 minutes, right? So
It is only 10 minutes.
I'm just afraid of leaving Wiln because I can't physically take over this body without getting rid of him. So I don't want to stay too long.
I mean, Tomas is right here too, like right next to me now.
So
That's
all
true.
that said, all this going on, you guys see none of it.
Yeah.
This thing.
We can see an unmoving Gurkle / Otto on the ground.
Exactly. Seems awake though. Is like I said, winking slowly, is like alive and well. So
Okay. I'll Wiln will kind of like look back and feel like, Otto, hope you're in there. Let us know. Some sort of sign. And then I'll turn to the, I guess, 2 fallen angels that are still up.
yes, and they have their backs turned to you. I'd say that they are. You have an asset against them right now. Basically, they are a mix of surprised and terrified. They also realize that there's only 2 of them left at the same time, so it's like a horror movie all of a sudden for them.
We're still within short range now.
Yeah, I would say they're at the very edge of immediate. So if you want to run up to them, I'll let you just smack them.
I'll go up to short range and use whatchamacallit, onslaught. To shoot a little fireball.
All right, perfect.
So I roll to hit, or they roll to dodge.
You in Cypher, it's always supposed to be you guys rolling, but I like rolling
That's it.
dice.
Yeah.
I do roll sometimes.
I roll to hit. I have an acid against them because their backs are turned. That's a 4. So I don't think I'm gonna.
4 does not do it. Kind of like whizzes in between them, and I think this is you miss by so much that they're fully just paying attention to what's happening right in front of them. They don't turn. Tomas?
Yeah, I think Willem is also kind of going to start feel because like this is the first time that he's used his like flames so often and like so like regularly. So I think
Mhm.
like potentially like Tomas and Otto, if he's paying attention, will start to see Willem kind of like start to like kind of sweat and like you see the exertion kind of take its toll on Willem.
Damn. I don't think Tomas actually notices though. You see, he's like trying to pry one of the spines off of this
spine,
dead
okay.
drake. And if he can do it in one motion, he'll also kind of like rip it off and then throw it like a spear at one of these fallen angels.
Can you pay me some might? Pay me some might.
How much we attacking here? I've got a very limited amount to work with.
How much you got?
I got 2 might, 2 speed, and 2 intellect left.
Well,
Jesus Christ, that's so cool.
I can space it out. Like maybe he's struggling with the quill. I don't want to like spend more than I have to, if that makes sense.
You don't want to spend more than I think. You go to grab this quill, and I will let you do it for the low price of 1 speed and 1 might,
Oh my god. You're draining me here.
leaving you almost nothing.
Okay. So I got like the rip off and throw for the price of 1 might, 1
The
speed.
low price.
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
damn.
I'm behind cover. It's kind of safe, right? As long as I don't get
How big
shot, I
is-
think I'll be okay.
How big is the dino slumped?
Smaller than you would think, right? All the air kind of leaves his body, and it kind of like deflates a little, but enough that Tomas can hide behind it.
Okay. And yeah, I'll attempt to make an attack.
Roll it up.
18.
Minor effect.
Minor
Is
effect. That's extra 2 damage. It sails
Oh, yeah.
through the air, and you nail one of them. Do you want to call a shot? If you can subtract 2 damage to call a shot. Actually, you're doing, because of the 18, you're doing 6 damage. You can either knock one down, strike a held object, move past, knock back specific body part, hinder, distract. Or just
I'll go for a specific body part. I saw this guy crush one of their heads, and there was green goop go everywhere. So I'll just aim for one of their heads.
I mean, headshot with a spike. I think, yeah, you nail him. And the second that one goes down, there's only one left, and the drill hound is going to bound forward, pin him down, and do the drill attack and spike the last one in the head.
Hell yeah.
Combat's over.
Oh, shit.
We need to find someplace safe to rest. None of us are in any fit form to carry on fighting like this.
As you say that, the earth shakes again. Huge fissure comes through the footprints, separates, and all of you get a rush of hot air as magma seems to flow underneath the ground near here.
Oh no.
It's like sulfur and brimstone. Terrible.
McGurgler, run!
Yeah, but you see McGurgler's skin start to change a little bit. Becomes a little bit thicker looking, a little hardier. You see the gills close up, but don't fade away completely. And you see the almost like a thin sheet of skin cover inside the airways. And McGurgler adapts to the new environment. You see he's goes right over the fissure and he's like, oh, never smelled that before.
He might be better off than all of us. Gonna reach down and grab Gurkle
Gurkle.
All right, you grab Glurkle.
and get out of the crater, I guess, because I feel like that's probably where the magma is gonna fill up quickest.
Absolutely. I mean, there's none coming out right this minute, but yeah, you guys all get out of the crater. You're on the other side. You're next to Diana and this other person. They look up and they start to speak, and there's a music to their words, and it feels comforting. I think that there's something healing about it. Everybody will gain 1 point back in a pool of their choice, just for listening to this person speak. But you quickly see Quinn just be like, "Oh, they won't understand," and then kind of like consciousness kind of like fluttering and cracks going now down their neck into like their collarbone, spreading down their arm all the way over to their hand, and then just shaking breaths and going, "I'm sorry. I don't have much power left. There's not much I can do in this form here. You all need to get out of here."
Where will we go?
Help?
Quinn's looking at you guys. What can we even do?
Don't know. I've never seen a being like this before. That's why I'm asking. Is there anything we can do to help?
I don't think there's anything. And you see like more cracks beginning to appear. Anything that you can do right now? And he turns his gaze upwards. You see these like beautiful crystalline blue eyes, a stone face, and these kind of like tight knit like golden curls, but like faded now to like a gray. And it's only like almost like little highlights here and there, some small golden spots left. Quinn recognizes this person as Enoch, who is the commander of Seraph Station. And you hear her kind of like, "Hold it together, Enoch, please." But as you turn your gaze skyward, you see more chunks of Seraph Station falling now onto this city. I diverted what I could, but it's all coming down, and there's more. And you see as he lifts a hand and he points further afield that there seems to be like portals opening in the sky, these rifts, these jagged edges. You see out of like a mountain range, something like opens up, and then this huge demon-like hulking dinosaur comes out. Spines all the way down as it like goes and like tramps forward, and then out of like behind that mountain range comes like this two huge tentacles that like start grabbing it, and then there's like this titanic fight in the background. The only thing I can do is save as many as I can. Quinn has been, he looks at her, promoted. She has all the authority that I would have had, but that doesn't mean anything to you.
No.
What I have that is valuable for you is a chance to perhaps let you make the world as you see fit. Is that something that would interest you? Would you help others?
Well, if it could help us get rid of this destruction. Yes.
I don't know if it would help with that, but you would be able to rebuild, be able to. His like eyes started to like glaze over a little bit, just like one working eye now. Be able to make it so that the tragedies, the trauma that happened to you, don't happen to others. Unless that's what you want. And you see like an intense like vulnerability of like what he's offering.
I can't speak for the others, but all I want to do is build a better life for me and those I care for.
At least one of you is willing, and I suppose I can try. And you see the cracks start to glow with a golden light all over their body. Quinn kind of just backs up, and you see that her AI looks a little bit different now, kind of like more fully formed, more visible, and then it like kind of like leaves her helmet and like kind of like projects. It's like a little like. Anybody here watch the series with Loki where he goes to the it's like with the time dimensional travel stuff, time travel stuff? What are they called? The BSC,
TVA.
the TVA.
Yeah,
Thank
there you
you. The TVA. Do you remember the clock girl AI program? So it
Little
kind of looks like
hologram there.
as it like comes out, so it's like very like vibrant and like way more real than just like the projection her helmet was. And it's just like a little kind of like toga robed, like roughly blue haired figure that kind of like just sits on her shoulder. And you see like that even the AI like looks really sullen, like seems to have a tear running down its face as this gold light protrudes. And as Enoch holds his hands up, small bits like each of you feel something start to pull from yourself. And in this moment, you have to let it. If you don't let it, if you don't want it to happen, if you don't want him to take a piece of yourself, you can stop it. So anybody who wishes for this to happen may let it happen. Does anyone want
He's
to stop?
taking a piece of us.
You feel a little bit of the powers that you've tapped into in these fights, right? Out of the lab as you fought for survival, as you fought to basically live as you saw fit for the first time. He's just tugging at the edges of this and taking a thread.
But like, he looks like he's about to die at the same time.
Yes.
Like Will thinks this might help him, so he's gonna allow it. Like it'll help like this dude that might be dying. So, so he's like, okay.
So you all see that little like fiery thread come into existence before him, and it comes from Wilm. You see a streak of light out of the city as another piece of light materializes, and you see the like green kind of aura of Persephone. You see another streak of light, and then like a little silvery aura, and then you see a black flame kind of like appear, And Enoch like looks at it, but keeps focusing on what he's doing. And you see a kind of like myriad color, like not quite rainbow, but like iridescent kind of colors of fire. Something that kind of looks like an oil slick flame will streak forward and appear. Tomas, do you let a thread of your power come over here?
I think so. I don't think Tomas really understands what's happening. And in the moment, he's also pretty exhausted. He doesn't really understand, but he sees everyone sort of around Enoch and sort of offering themselves up. Sees Quinn, I don't know, obviously trusts this person. And I think he'll give up a part of himself.
You all see in the distance something shoot into the air. And even from here, you can tell the pink aura and the white lab coat of Mario Hiroyuka as he starts to Dragon Ball Z fly towards you guys.
Oh, fuck.
Otto, do you give a piece, a strand of your being?
So, do I have the ability to do so without getting rid of Golk?
Glurkle? Yep.
Glurkle.
This tugs at you, and like not Glurkle. It tugs at you.
Oh, God. Okay. No, unless I can tell that the others have.
Well, each time that so when you took from Wilm, you saw that thread come from Wilm and come in front of him and start floating around him. And then you saw a thread come from Tomas. So when you feel that tug, it feels like it would be the same kind of thread.
Okay.
You don't
I
have to.
observed the
You can
thread.
totally
And
say no.
No, because I can tell. If I couldn't tell, I would say no. But because the other two have, I will join them, my brethren. Take me.
Right. As you do so, Enoch, one of his arms crumbles away, but he's able to take the black flame and cast it out towards Mario. And you see, as it does, it hits Hiroyuko, and he just goes tumbling into a bunch of buildings as this magic energy is like swirling around. You see like magical runes start to creep outward from underneath Enoch. Each of these bits of light takes its place around the circle. Quinn looks and Mentor, her new AI, whispers into her ear, and she looks over to you all and says, "We have just a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes to wait before the magic circle is done."
What does this mean?
What I can tell from what Mentor has told me already and the files I can access is that we're going to be sent to a safer area 1 year from now, after most of the initial chaos has passed. And from there, we'll have to figure it out on our own. You're muted.
Mario is no longer after us. Like he crashed after getting hit by the
He
force.
crashed. You saw him crash, so you don't know anything other than that.
I can keep an eye out on where he crashed, just because that's like suddenly now I'm worrying about that. He's like, oh, it's gonna take 10 minutes. Like, well, shit. Okay. do we move to a safer location than here? If
I mean,
the
Quid looks
doctor is
in.
coming after us.
I don't think we can move him. Right now, he's finding all available people to transport with us.
Okay, can you bring this one? I like show the drill dog.
Enoch kind of like just like his nose crumples off of him, and you see a tiny little flame come from the drill hound, and it goes next to your flame, and
Good
as
boy.
it does, you start to feel a magical connection to the drill hound now. And if this happens, if you like, I think you understand intrinsically that if you go through with a spell like this with the drill hound, you'll be bound.
Okay. Kind of maybe like kneel down, put my arm around the dog, and just sort of like stare at Enoch and like at the sky and everything that's happening around us.
Yeah. What you notice as it pants for the first time is like the drill like undoes into those four pieces with the eyes on the inside. It's like the tongue comes out and it's like two tongues that come around the bottom drill piece.
Yo.
And it wags its tail. So time is moving. You don't see, 2 minutes pass. You don't see Here You Go move just yet. 4 minutes pass. 5 minutes pass. 6 minutes pass. And you start to see like blink, and it's like you're blinking and you're trying to like there's like motes of gold in your vision and they're not going away. And I think each of you, when you look in certain directions, it's almost like stars that are visible through the rubble, through the stuff around you, and you start to feel like that little piece of yourself, your magic that you gave out, is being given among all of these different things. Then you hear Mergulger say, what the hell? And a thread comes out of Mergulger and joins everything. And Enoch's like, wait, what? Okay. Just the ear crumples off just to include Mergulger. As all of this is happening now, 7 minutes, 8 minutes go by. Are you guys want to do anything as the kind of like your vision starts to swim, starts to go gold? Otto, I know you had stuff you wanted to talk about with Glorkle before he's gone.
Yeah, you said to like. Go ahead.
I just wanted to grab like the stuff that the other fallen angels might have, whatever might be useful.
Absolutely, you go take a look. Are you like stripping them of armor, or are you just taking like gadgets or things?
I feel like I wouldn't take anything that I couldn't carry. But I'll take everything that I can carry relatively easily. If we're going to be transported anyways, I feel like I'd want to just like grab things that I can then use later on potentially. So I'll take the armor if I can.
You could go try and find a van, quickly hijack it.
In 10 minutes? I don't know if that's possible. Like we're
You know, at a hot
I'll
wire?
just grab like if anything, I'll have like a pile near me, and I'll just like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But like
Absolutely, that's fine. So yeah, you grab everything they have on offer. Pile of armor and kind of like ciphers in front of you. I gotta make note of this. Give me a second. I want to make sure that I have all those ciphers for you guys next time. Pile of armor and
fallen
ciphers.
angel cipher armor.
Flames. All right, you guys will get your goodies. And the time starts to run short.
Very quickly. Sorry, Tomas is going to, since we have this like little moment, I guess time is passing, so he'll go with the drill dog to the wingless drake, and he'll be like, "We are more than friends now. We must partake in food together." And he'll sit down and like, I don't know, sort of offer up some of the flesh of the beast to the drill hound.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you like cut like a chunk, like a leg off or something?
I mean, a leg seems a little much in this moment, but yeah, he'll do what he can. Yeah, maybe like try to pry off a scale, and if there's like some fleshy bit underneath, or like where there's already been wounds made,
Yeah,
like kind of just
Right.
like rip off a
the
chunk and
bullet
then like
holes got riddled and everything like that.
So you like say that, pry off the scale. You're like getting in there, and you're like, okay, flesh. And then you look over at the dog, and it's like mouth open, trying to like eat the dino from the head, and you hear it like whimpering. It's like, "Ah, ah,"
no.
as you're poking it. So you start trying to get the dino out of the dog's mouth. Just like, what are you eating? What are you eating?
yeah,
Out of your mouth?
get that out of your mouth.
Will, and you see the rubble where Hiroyuko was start to like tremble, and you see like pink lights starting to like flash out of it. There's not. It doesn't look like he'll make it in
9 minutes in at this point.
9 minutes in. Otto and Glorkle. It's your last chance.
Yes. You said I could like try and push further.
You can push
and,
further
Like,
in the
past
absorption
those.
moment. It's like if this was like Jello or putty or something, you're like sinking your hand into it, right?
Hell yeah.
After you've done so to Salid.
So I think I'm just rather than trying to bypass the magic, I'm trying to get around it through whatever fragments I can find.
Yes, you're trying to create a what do they call it? A negative space
Mm-hmm.
to see what it is.
Exactly. So I'll give you a couple of things, a couple of skills. Finding out something new. I just pulled up the actual word by word thing. Train in any task involves learning something new, such as when you're digging through a library, data bank, news archive, or similar collection of knowledge. So when there's a collection of things to be learned and I'm trying to learn them, I'm trained in that, as well as puzzle solving skills. I don't know if this is a puzzle per se, the trying to find like the negative space.
I would let this be a puzzle.
Puzzles
It
and
is like trying to put the
riddles.
pieces together in a specific way to show you something. So
Very good.
it's a Rorschach puzzle.
Oh, true. And if I don't know if you want to give me another asset because I'm his god. I don't know how much he can help in this scenario.
You know, that's a good. I would give it to you because he just willingly will let you devour him.
God, so fucked up. Okay. The dice knows I'm doing fucked up things. 2.
A 2. Way off.
Yeah.
Way out. You didn't get it down to simple. I'll tell you that much.
I figured.
On a 2, you eat him.
Wait, can I spend an experience? Is that a thing I could do?
That is a thing you can do. Hold on.
Yeah, 1 EXP to re-roll.
I believe it's 1 EXP to
God,
reroll. Let me
a third
just.
of my
That was a
entire.
Cypher thing. I just want to make sure that it
Oh,
is
yeah.
a thingy thing.
Yeah, that was on the Numenera cheat sheet, so it might be wrong.
Experience points are used primarily for character advancement, but a player can also spend 1 XP to reroll any die roll. This is from the Cypher system rulebook on
So
page
yeah,
12.
Yeah,
this guy had it ready.
Control F, baby.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Oh god. I guess I gained one already this session, so I can use it and be back.
If you want to, I will let you know right now the target number.
I know it's very high.
Is 15.
Doable.
Effort,
Got to.
anything that you want to
You
use
got
right
this.
now.
Oh, true. I have 8 intellect points left. So I can use, but I can only use one effort, so I'll use that now.
Then it's a 12. The second one
Is this also including his
Goodbye.
like skill of the database thing?
is 3 other. I think I'm supposed to cap it,
Mm-hmm. At 3.
Yeah, that
3.
makes sense.
But I'll let you have 4 on this one.
Oh.
Fuck. Wait, it bounced out. I didn't look. It just barely. No. It didn't work. 9.
9.
So I didn't fail by 5, I don't think, but
You
So
don't
it's
fail
up
by
to
5.
9
and
is 3.
That's absolutely important here. And so I think as like this 10 minutes comes to a close, you try to get around and get a different perspective on this magic, on what is being hidden. And you didn't fail by more than 5, so you don't find out the shape of what is hidden, but you do see all the stuff that is around it. And basically anything that has to do with what seems like a particular thing. There's one sort of concept that triggers this magic, and anytime something touches on this, is when it gets hidden. And as far as you can tell, you like, and this is the fact that you failed the roll is that you don't know what that thing is. Like that, it's because it has like the thing itself hides by hiding the stuff around it, like right
Mhm.
around it. So you're 2 steps removed. So you know it's about some sort of a concept, but you're not getting any clues from these things, and you couldn't pick up on any contextual clues on that 2-step away. So if an event has to do with the concept, then it becomes hidden, and the concept itself remains hidden as a result.
Okay. I wrap him in my mental webbing and consume what is left and push my way through the jello into my own body.
Right? Do you stay as Glurkle, or do you revert in this moment?
Ooh. Because I gave up a piece of myself to be a part of this group, I figure I won't hide it from everybody for too long. And Wilm had a pretty good reaction, so I will release this form. And whatever happens, happens. Tomas.
Good instinct. As you release the form, you become the spider, and I think all of your vision fades to black, and all of you wake up feeling soft, luscious grass underneath you, warm sunlight, a comforted, rested feeling. All of you are back to full health, full pools, and as you open your eyes, you crack your eyes, and you look around, there's a few hundred people around you,
Oh.
all waking up.
Oh.
And that's where we'll pick up next time on Dimensionauts Bloodlines Progenitors, season 2.5, post Lancer, pre-endgame. So XP. I am happy to say that the intro is finally done. We made it to the next portion of the campaign, which is going to be the meat and potatoes. We'll talk about that a little bit more next time. I think there's going to be some. We could do it off camera or on camera. I don't care which. But there's going to be a little bit of work, I think, to talk about what that means for how we're approaching the next segment. In terms of XP, you fought these new raiders. You got info out of Clerical. You all gave up a thread of yourselves to the magic that was woven. You didn't do anything to Mario. No one interfered with the spell. Yeah, so I'll award 3 XP to the group. But there's 3 of you, so I feel like that might be an easy division. And I'll reveal now the reason why it was a good idea to get out of spider form, or to get into spider form, was that you wake up in your normal humanoid form, Otto. If you had stayed in Glurkle form, you would have spent an entire year like that.
Gross. Nasty.
Ends the time-space laws.
My God.
I can give away my EXP, right?
Yep.
I give it to Otto for doing all that crazy DNA splicing.
Well, I
I give it to you anyways. All right.
All right.
It's my prerogative.
When I do this to you, you
have to give me one next time, though. That's the catch.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, now I have 4 XP.
All right. How we feel?
I'm intrigued.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excited to see what this year has done for the world and what we're going to be doing after.
Man, lush green
Hero?
fields. Oh, sounds so beautiful.
We've escaped. All right. Speaking of
Where's
escape,
Mario?
that's it for today's adventure
Nice.
on the Hexagon Tabletop Role-Playing Games. Thank you all for being here. If there's anyone in the audience, I know it's 10 o'clock, it's late. But you can find more content, world building, updates, and other episodes on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Look for @TheHexagonTTRPG. And once again, that was Simon as Will Fair, CJ as the Spidery Otto, Peter as the Tough Tomas, Anna as Quinty, but it was me today, and your DM, Brent, signing off. We're Hexagon. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.